Will this unique putting drill from Masters champion Hideki Matsuyama improve your putting? Let's get into it. Hey everybody, I'm Brady and this is Tyson with Golf Ascending, and if you haven't yet, make sure to click that subscribe button and the notification bell because we do create weekly golf content. And today we want to go over an awesome putting drill that we've seen Masters champion Hideki Matsuyama do. If you're missing 3, 5, 6 foot putts, or especially when those putts are for birdie or you have money on the line, we think this drill could actually be super helpful, as obviously it's been helpful for Hideki. The Masters or Augusta National is super difficult for putting, and he obviously proved himself that he can do it. And so this putting drill, when we saw it, it looks a little different than any other putting drill I've seen. So when I set this putting drill up, you set up tees that are almost like a cross or a plus sign from the hole. And you set each tee up 3, 5, and 6 feet apart from the hole. And you get it from basically every angle from the hole. And once you have it set up with all the tees, what you have to do is make 3 putts from the first tee starting at 3 feet and go all the way around. If you don't make all 3, you have to start all over. And once you make 3, you can pull out that tee and then go to the next side and go to the next 3-footer. And then once you make all 3 of those, you go to the next one, and so on until you go back into the 5-footer. And then you just continue. And again, if you miss one, you have to start all over and do the 3 in a row until you can pick up every single tee and finish the drill.
All right, so Brady and I both got to try this drill, and we both have fantastic things to say about it. Like Brady was mentioning, it helps you with those pressure putts. It helps you with those 3-footers, those 4-footers, the ones that oftentimes will make or break a golf round for you. And like a lot of you guys probably know, putting is a huge part of golf. And if you are a good putter, it can really save you in the long run. So the drill was fantastic. We'll actually show near the end of this video the actual full video of me doing it. I did it in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, we'll speed it up.
We'll speed it up for you guys. But my putting was on that day. I actually couldn't believe how fast I was able to complete it. But during, testing this drill out and actually doing it, the one thing that came to my mind was reps, 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 and reps. When you're going around the hole, you're viewing it from different angles, and you're getting a feel for what 3-foot putts feel like, that mechanical motion, so that you almost don't have to think about it. Those 4-footers and those 6-footers too. So that's one thing that I really liked. And if you keep practicing the same thing over and over again, which this makes you do, you have to make 3 putts from each spot. It just kind of becomes just a mechanical system. And so I really liked that. But what was the other thought that I had was, like Brady said, you have to make all 3 putts. So when I was putting the first 2, that was more about pace and where it was going to break. Okay, but that 3rd putt is really the one that puts the pressure on. At that point, after you make 2 putts, you know where the break is and you know the pace. And so you really just kind of have to hunker down and be like, okay, I can make this. I've done it twice before. Pressure's on. If I don't do it, I have to do it all over again. And so as you guys can see, it is a little bit frustrating when you do miss.
Yeah.
I think I got caught on a couple of the longer putts for quite a few times. But it just was really frustrating when you would miss the 3rd one. It really stunk. But one positive thing, though, if you missed the first one, it was like, well, it's okay. That was just the first one. We didn't make any. No pressure on that. We're just, learning the green right here. So overall, pretty sweet drill. I felt super confident about my putting afterwards. After I did the drill, I felt like I could drop the ball anywhere around that particular cup, and I could make it. So that was my take on it. Brady, what additional thoughts did you have on it?
I would say the biggest thing I took away from this is how important it is to get you in that mental state of a pressure putt. And obviously for a PGA Tour player, this is huge. One putt or one stroke can literally mean hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not $500,000. And so you know, we're not in that situation, but if you're trying to hit your best score, you're trying to break 90 or break 80 or whatever it is, or you got a side bet with your buddy, you really need to make that putt. When you do this drill, on that third one, it really makes you think. You're like, okay, now I have to make this. Even if you know the line, you know exactly what you got to do, you already saw it going twice, and then you're like, then you really think about it. And the cool thing, I think, is that when you miss, if you pay attention to your misses, you'll find, okay, when I'm under stress or have in my mind that I need to make this putt, what are my misses? Am I hitting it short? Am I going long? Am I pulling it or pushing it? And if you pay attention to those things, that's probably something you can correct over time as you keep practicing this drill. So to me, that was the biggest thing for the mental game of golf and putting, because it's easy to get in your head.
Well, I think a lot of times when we step up to those birdie putts, or even if they're par putts, if we're still trying to save par, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves because we're like, okay, I got to make this for par, got to make this for birdie.
Yeah.
You know, I got into some trouble earlier. I have to make this to save bogey. You know, sometimes during a round, you know, it really helps to save those so they don't turn into doubles and triples.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes a bogey can just be a lifesaver. So these stress situations, it's just really good practice. And I can't really think of another drill that I've done that emulates that stressful situation.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and take a look on, I guess, a little bit of a fast screen of me doing this drill. Like I said, it took me about 15 minutes. We'll speed it up for you guys. But yeah, let's go.
All right, there you have it. There's the putting drill that Masters champion Hideki Matsuyama uses, and we got to try out. Hopefully this would help your putting game as well. Make sure to comment below what your favorite putting drill is. We'd love to hear it. And again, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. We create weekly golf content, and press that little like button. We'll see you next time.